Hey guys, the Explorer of Horror here, the Horror Boy. Welcome back to some more reviews, and today we're doing a review on Jordan Peele's Get Out, which came out in 2017, gets a 7.7 on IMDb, and like I said, written and directed by Jordan Peele. Now, I remember when I first seen this movie, I was on Netflix a long time ago, back when it first came out on Netflix. And I don't know why, but This or Us never really stayed on Netflix very long. They just didn't. I think Us maybe was on there for a month. So I don't know why they took them off so fast, but this is one of those movies where when I first seen it, I was really impressed, and I don't know why I never did a movie review on it. I think I shot a movie review, but the review got lost, like I was cleaning out my computer or something like that. I could have sworn I shot a review on Get Out. I know I shot a review on Us, but it was more of a audio review with just pictures. So, if I can get that review, I'll probably end up posting that, or maybe just redo the review after watching it again. But I did do a review on Us. That, I don't know, I might have lost that one too. I don't know why I never did a movie review on this, because I was really impressed with this film, and I did a live commentary with one of my best friends out there, Corey, from the Need Gore channel. I really enjoy his content. I'll be leaving a link in the description below to his channel. Definitely go check out his channel. He did a really awesome Nightmare on Elm Street 3 beat/video today. It was really, really cool. I suggest you guys check it out. It was very, very cool. Very, very neat video. And he'll be doing some more of those soon. I think he also did a Chainsaw Massacre beat/video as well. Very, very awesome. He does a wide range of content. It was awesome having him on for the commentary. It was a lot of fun. We were just having a blast watching this movie. Corey was having so much of a blast he fell asleep. I'm just joking now. But, I can't blame him. I was kind of tired that day too, man. It was a very exhausting day. But it was a very awesome commentary. We had a lot of fun. It was awesome. And I can't thank him enough for being along for the commentary. Hopefully one day we can talk about some other movies that we're both really big fans of. I know that he's a really big fan of Us. I really like Us. One day we can probably do a commentary on The Witch, something like that. Maybe if he likes Conjuring 2, I'll do a commentary on Conjuring 2. I love that one. Maybe Conjuring 1. We'll see. But yeah, Corey, great guy, great channel. Link in the description below. Definitely go sub to him. But Get Out, first of all, on Blu-ray, very, very cheap Blu-ray. It's about $8. Very surprising that I found it for $8. This is a movie that, watching it again for the commentary, not only was it fun watching it again, but it was just really awesome to really experience this movie again. Because I really remember the first time I seen this movie thinking how original it was and how much of a unique idea it is. And it's not... What I love about this movie is that it's not a ghost movie. It's not a PG-13 ghost supernatural horror film. It's a Blumhouse film. So I was expecting ghost story, paranormal stuff. PG-13, no, it's rated R. It's a very unique and different plot, very original idea. And rewatching it again, I absolutely love Get Out. I can't praise this movie enough. I think more films should get made like Get Out is made. Both for the message of the film, but also just the way the movie's made, and the way the movie is so original and clever. I wish more horror films nowadays would do stuff like this, be more inventive with their plots, and be more about characters, very character-driven, very psychological, very slow burn, build up. I miss horror films like this. I wish more would do stuff like this, and The Witch, and The Lighthouse, and that's why it's always good to get those horror films, because we don't really get a lot of that anymore. But Get Out, the plot, you have our lead actor, who, I'm going to try my best to pronounce his name. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. I really am. But you have Daniel Kaluuya playing our lead character. His girlfriend, Allison Williams. They are a couple. He is gonna go meet her parents, and he goes out to the house. And I know that when Jordan Peele made this movie, it was kind of like when he was writing it. He was writing this movie. It was around that time where there was a lot of like awkward. I wouldn't say racial tension, but it was like a lot of awkward racial situations. He kind of put, and it's relatable because I've seen this happen in real life. So like when he put that stuff in the movie, it was very relatable. And I like how when he made this movie, he wanted to make it to where a lot of people could relate to what was going on in the film. And you can. You've definitely seen this happen before. And I thought it was done extremely well in this movie. Extremely well. And he goes out there, and the parents are talking about how, if we could have voted for Obama for a third term, we would have. And it's just like, man, like, no, they just say that. Or when they're talking about golf, like, I love Tiger, and it's like, oh man, like, but it's so relatable because I've seen that happen before. So it's like I love that they put that in the movie because I've seen it happen, in real life. And it's really awkward when it happens in real life too, because I'm like standing there, I'm like, did they just really say that? But he goes out there. This lead character's name is Chris Washington, and he meets his girlfriend's parents. And when he meets his girlfriend's mother, she has a teacup, and when she stirs it, and she's basically hypnotizing him with this teacup. And the moment that the movie really sinks into me, no pun intended, when it really gets you and it really creeps you out, and you're like, whoa, what is this? Is where she's like spinning it, the spoon and the tea, talking about his past, and he's crying. I like that scene. It's a great emotional scene where he's just crying, the tears running down his face. Just a wonderful shot, and wonderful performance by Daniel Kaluuya. And when he sinks into the chair and he falls into this like dark void of just nothingness, kind of reminded me of when our lead character William Catton House, when he goes into that void area. But here it's a much more like slow motion. You're sinking down into the bottom pits of wherever this is. They called it something, but I can't remember what it was actually called. I totally forgot what it was called. But it's like the sunken place or something like that. And he wakes up the next day, thinks it was nothing, begins to realize that he is up for auction, and these sort of rich white people are bidding on him through bingo and stuff like that. You're wondering, what's going on? Why are they bidding on him? Why is everybody acting so weird? And you have these people, which I gotta mention this too, man. I definitely gotta mention this too, because I thought this guy was awesome. This character, Lil Rel Howery, playing the Rod character. Probably my favorite character of this film, because he's like a very comedic character. He brings a lot of levity to the film, and I think you need that for a horror film. That's why I love when horror does that, because it really adds to just making it more of a fun tone, more of a fun experience, And I love how his comedy is in there, but he's not a useless character. He ends up kind of being the hero of the movie. And his just dialogue, man, is great. He's come up with all these theories of what's going on. He's like, they're taking black people, they're making them sex slaves. He's like, I know what they're doing. And it's just funny. It's hilarious, man. It's such a great scenes. He brings a lot of awesome comedic elements to the film. He's also just a really likable character. He's a TSA guy. He's working hard, trying to find his friend. A very likable character. And, I wouldn't mind if they kind of did a sequel more. I mean, I love the character Chris as well, but Make it. I don't know if they'd ever were to do a sequel. I guess you can. This is one of those plots where you can do a sequel if you really wanted to. But more like Chris and him working together, and like him being the second lead of the film. Because I thought he did an amazing job at just being this likable character, you know. And I miss characters like that. I mean, you don't really get movies like this anymore, where it's you have like a friend character, like a buddy character who's, you know, not really just for comedic relief, but like he's very comedic, makes you laugh, but he's also a likable character. He's also a great friend, you know. And basically, Chris learns that they are using black people and swapping out brains, doing like kind of like brain transfusion stuff, so they can get into their bodies. And the sunken place, that's what it's called, the sunken place. The sunken place is where the souls of these people go. And these white people pretty much take control over these bodies. And it's a really out there idea, but I think it's a awesome idea at the same time. Because it works. It's taken itself seriously, it's written well, and I think Jordan Peele just makes everything work. You know, he makes the comedy work, he makes the more horror elements work, the thriller elements, the acting, the emotional elements. It all works because it's written well, it's directed well. You could tell they had passion behind this movie. And, you know, I like how Jordan Peele with this movie has a great message. Has a great message. You know, I think it really does. And what I love about this movie is that Jordan Peele still made a movie. He didn't make a movie where the message is all the movie is. You know, like for me, Black Christmas 2019, the reason why I haven't seen it yet is because I feel like the message took over the movie. Like, if you want to have a message like that, cool. You know, awesome. I feel like Aliens had that message, with Ripley going in there, kicking ass, taking names, you know, shooting all these alien eggs, fighting the Queen. You know, there have been movies that have done that, but they still have, like, they're still movies. There's still movies about a plot and about, you know, direction and camera work and acting and effects. Whereas that one, I've heard from many people, the message took over the film. And I think a lot of films nowadays have a message that they let take over their movie. And it becomes one of those things where you're watching it and you're like, well, this is just the whole movie is this. There's nothing else to these movies. But this movie, it has a strong message, but it's still a really entertaining film. And I know that Jordan Peele was pretty much going for that. He wanted to make it still like, you know, a movie. And I just think he did an awesome job making this movie. It's just well shot. This is his first movie. It looks beautiful. It's just got this great look to it, especially in Blu-ray. The lighting, the camera work, it just looks like it has a good budget to it. It looks like it had care to it. Certain shots I really enjoyed, like when they sink into the sunken place, and it's like a little TV screen up here. I like that. I like the shot of the Chris character crying. I like the shot where he takes a picture and his eyes look weird and his nose bleeds. He's like, "Get out! Get the fuck out of here!" I love that. I just thought this movie had a lot of great things going for it. And the ending of the movie is awesome because you feel bad for this character because the girlfriend is turned on him. You know, she gets a call from his best friend, and, you know, she basically is, and like she doesn't know what happened to him, and the other guy thinks it's bullshit. And you have this friend looking for him, and Chris is being held in this basement. I don't know what it is about this basement area, but it looked kind of eerie. Like, it kind of had like a Stanley Kubrick look to it, because it was just old, everything was old-fashioned, 1950s TV, 1950s, like, layout. Looked really, really cool. And the Chris character is basically being mentally tortured, and they're going to try and swap his brain out with another guy's brain because he's blind and he wants to see. And they're gonna swap out his brain with his brain, and basically they play this little program on the TV saying that you're gonna become part of the family, and he just passes out, and then you realize that he took the cotton, or like the cotton thing from the chair, and put it in his ears so he couldn't hear this sound anymore, because he found that if he hears the sound he just passes out. So he just kicks ass and takes names. I mean, he kills one guy with this like ball, has like a croquet ball, right into the head, bloody. Takes like a deer head and just stabs the other guy, the father character. The mother character, you think this shot where maybe he stabbed her right in the eye, and he gets stabbed right through his hand. Takes like a champ. He just gets stabbed, and he just like, and then he's just like, nope, and then stabs her. He didn't even flinch when he got stabbed. So he, gets stabbed. The people that he thinks are, being held hostage, they end up being like the grandparents, grandma and grandpa. They try to kill him, but he battles them off, and the girlfriend tries to kill him, and he basically has this part where she's almost about to kill him, and this guy, the grandpa who took over this other guy's body, just battles her off, shoots her, and then he shoots himself. It's a crazy scene. And you see the Chris character getting ready to choke her out, getting ready to kill her, and he kind of snaps out of it, and you hear police sirens. And it's just like, oh my god. No, this is not happening right now. Probably one of the best endings in horror film history. I'm not even kidding you, because it was such a rousing moment. Such a moment where I got into it. I was a really big fan of the ending, where the friend shows up, picks up Chris, they get out of there, leaves the girlfriend to die. They're talking about, how crazy it was. Like, I warned you. And it's a very great ending. And I know that the original ending, which is on this Blu-ray, I haven't seen it yet. The original ending was that he killed his girlfriend. And I believe the original ending was the police showed up, or something like that. It was much more of a downbeat ending. I actually am really glad they made this ending, because this ending is just, you really feel it. It's an impactful ending. It's a great ending, because the hero gets to, win for once. I feel like a lot of horror films nowadays, the horror film hero doesn't really get to win a lot. So here is a great, refreshing ending, and the movie's just really well made. It's well shot, well directed. I'm a big fan of Jordan Peele. I don't understand the hate for Jordan Peele. I don't know where this whole bashing Jordan Peele thing came from, because I love this and I like Us, so I'm not really sure the whole backlash on Jordan Peele is. I think his movies are great. I think they look great. They're directed very well. They're original ideas. He's not ripping anything off. He's not remaking anything. He's doing original content with a really great message to it, but it's still a great movie. Like, he does it right. More filmmakers need to learn from Jordan Peele, in my opinion, and how you want to do a message in a movie and still make your movie awesome. But it's directed well, it's acted well, the music is great, it's shot very, very well. Acting is amazing. I believe it won some Oscars. Well, it doesn't say it won any Oscars, but I know... What did he win? I think the lead guy either won an Oscar or he got nominated for an Oscar. But I do know this movie made a lot of money when it came out, and it won awards, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a great horror film. Great modern-day horror film. I can't praise it enough. Love Get Out a lot. But anyways, guys, my review on Get Out. I really don't have any problems with the movie. It's a slow burn that works. Directed very well. Easily one of my favorite films from the 2010s. One of the best horror films from the 2010s. But anyways, guys, I'm going to give Get Out an 8.5 out of 10. It's a really excellent film. I really enjoy it. And thank you guys so much for watching the review. Anyways, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts on this film in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the review. I'll see you guys later. The Explorer of Horror is out. See you guys.